What's going on, Fortnite fans? My name's Jayden and in this video we're going to be dropping into Salty Springs 100 times. That's enough of a fake accent. With the return of the Chapter 2 map and all of the Chapter 2 locations, it's about prime time to bring back a Luke the Notable classic. So without further ado, I dropped Salty Springs 100 times, and this is what happened. Game 1, I landed at the blue house just at the top of Salty Springs and I found some stink bombs, so I farted on the guy in the rafters. He didn't like my fart there, so he moved out of the way, but it's fine because I killed him anyway. Then another guy decided he wanted a piece of the action, so I killed him too. I made my way over to Granny's house. There was nothing there, so I made my way down to the crack house, and then I died. Game 2 was a hot drop, so I took Snoop Dogg's advice and I dropped like it's hot. I landed at the house at the bottom of Salty Springs. I managed to throw a grenade into the window of the crack house, and then I died. Game 3, I landed at the red house. I managed to kill someone, and then another. And then someone killed me. Game 4, I managed to kill someone again. I placed down some C4 next to this chest here, and I managed to lure someone into my trap, and I killed them. And then I died to a superhero skin. Game 5, I dropped horrendously, but luckily for me there was a car outside, so I got in the car and I started driving away. And then someone got in my car, and then I decided to get out of the car, and then I died. Game 6, I leveled up, and then I died. Game 7, I landed and I had no shotgun, so I died. But it's fine, because the person that killed me died too. Game 8, I dressed appropriately, and then I died anyway. Game 9, I didn't have a shotgun again, and then I died. Game 10, I got a shotgun this time, and I missed all of my shots and still died. Game 11, I dressed appropriately, I landed at the red house and I immediately assaulted a guy. And then I drove away with my life. Found a supply drop and I opened it and I got a purple burst, so I made my way down to Pleasant Park. I found a chug jug, so I used it. And then I went underground to find nothing there. So I drove to the dog pound, where I died. Game 12, I died to a person who is better than I am. Game 13, I went back to my default routes. I killed 4 people who were playing more default-like than I was. And I made it out alive. So I went to the dog pound. Again. I decided I had enough of this default life and I disguised myself to open a chest and find a gold RPG. And then I died. Game 14, I just finished the battle pass, so I decided to flex on all these losers. Flex didn't last long though, because this kitty got put down. Game 15, I decided on some fine dining, so I dropped on all the finest wining and dinings of all the wines and dines in town. I made my way into Salty, where I mindlessly threw grenades into the ground, and I got a kill. And then I died to a guy who was on 1 HP. Game 16, I got one pumped by Travis Scott. Game 17, I decided to exercise squatters' rights. I don't recommend landing here though, the loot wasn't great, although I did get some purple pistols. It doesn't matter though, because I got one pumped. In game 18, some guy thought he could oppose me with his portal fortress. I managed to get a few shots on him, but it doesn't matter though, because I got killed by a guy who lived up to his name. In game 19, some guy thought he could take over my house, so I shot him in the face. I made my way over to the dog pound, where I killed a guy who had Snoop's drum gun. If you got your hands on this weapon at the start of the season, you were unstoppable. It was the only mythic in the game for the first few weeks, and it was beautiful. I made my way to a bridge where I got a legendary tactical shotgun. And then I taxied my way on up to a llama. I opened him and I stole all of his organs. I killed a guy who was just trying to have a little swim. Found another chug jug, but I didn't take it this time, because I figured that if I'd need to heal I wouldn't have 15 seconds to cut it. I took out 2 more guys at the Frenzy Farm farmhouse. And then Snoop claimed his weapon back. Game 20, I landed horribly, and then I died horribly. I won a match of Reload before Game 21, so I have a crown this game. The Wavebreaker skin re-released as well and crumbled the Fortnite black market, so I used it. And then I died. You know I'll never back down, never. Fuck! Game 23 was boring as hell. Finally, a good drop! Ah! Game 25, I landed, I looted, and I left. I went up to the little ghost hideout and I disguised myself. And then I killed a guy out front. I danced in front of the cameras because they can't get me. And then I drove away. I committed mass theft inside a house in a divot, and then I hid in a house not far from there. My house wasn't in zone though, so I had to pack my things and move. I hid upstairs in a little cottage just outside of Weeping Woods. The zone came in again, so I had to pack my things again. There were no houses on the market though, so I had to live in a bush. I managed to crack someone with my assault rifle. And now it's a 1 vs 1, and the other guy has to come to me. I managed to crack him with my AR, so I grappled over and I blew up his face to get that sweet, sweet victory. Back-to-back wins? In my notes here I've just written Snoop, and I have no idea what it means. But I ran away and I sat in a bush. I watched a build fight off in the distance. I fought Snoop for the ownership of his dogs and I won. And then I hid in Steamy. I pumped and sprayed and I pumped and sprayed to get that victory royale. Back-to-back wins. Oh yeah, it feels good. Did someone say back-to-back-to-back? Nope. Game 28 was labelled appropriately. I set up a trap of C4 just by the front door of the crack house and I lured a guy in. I partially hit him, but I had to finish him off with my shotgun. I farted on another guy and then I ran away. I hid in the army base just up the way by Pleasant and I got same day delivery on some medication. I killed a guy that was ziplining up to me. And then I went to hide in the radio station where I got a legendary RPG. It was all for nothing though because I got shotgunned in the back. Game 29, I usurped someone for a crown and then I ran away again. I exploded a couple people and then ran away with nothing but my dignity. I came across a small business owner just trying to make a living, so I drove away. There was a bug in the game for the first few weeks, where if you bind the jump button for the cars to a scroll wheel, it makes them jump super high. So I just had to test it out, really. Whee! RPG! 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 Double RPG! Double RPG! Double RPG! Spray! I gotta admit, that one felt really good. I was feeling pretty bloodthirsty in game 30. The lust didn't last long though, because I died immediately. Eminem released for game 31, which means that the minigun is now in play. Not that I got to try it out though, because I died. Dead. Dead. Another dead one. Dead from the neck up, dead from the neck down. I had a slippery landing in game 37, landed at Granny's house and I got a gold pump, which was very appealing, so I left. There was some fighting at Weeping Woods, so I rifted on out of there, where this banana got split. The whole point of 100 drops is to get better at the game and more confident in fighting, and I think you can really see my confidence improving over the last 38 games. My skills, however, have not. Game 39, I farted on some people and then died. Game 40, I killed a guy in Salty Springs, and then I left. I went over to the dog pound where I managed to kill Snoop, and then I killed a guy who tried to kill me. I found an Eminem themed llama just outside the dog pound, so I had an idea to go over and kill Eminem myself, so I did. And then I died to a guy who was hiding. Got some fresh kicks on for game 41. Speedrun time! Dead! 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 Ooh. Game 51 was supposed to be ranked, but I forgot to put it on ranked. Doesn't matter, because I died anyway. Game 52 actually is ranked. I managed to flare someone to death, and then I got killed by Snoop Dogg, the NPC. Game 53, I made it out of Salty alive and went up to the ice aisle where I got murdered. Game 54, I got boogied and shot in the face. Game 55, I tried to push and I paid the price for it. Game 56, I got clingered. Game 57, I found the best weapon in the game. I killed a guy who was trying to fight Snoop. I absolutely devoured everyone at the dog pound. I hit this gnarly ass shot. I killed the guy that had the mythic shockwave launcher. Look at this fucking loot, bro. And then I died. Game 58. Have I ever said how much I hate the charged shotgun? But imagine if I somehow won this fucking game. Fuck's sake! You know, it's getting really boring just saying how I've died over and over again. I haven't won in like 30 games. What the fuck? Game 61, I played with my brother. I got no loot, so we went to the dog pound, and then we died. Game 62, I managed to snipe a bitch. My brother got kidnapped, so I followed them, and we went up north where the park got unpleasant. Game 63, we died. Game 64, we survived Salty. We made our way up to Frenzy Fields, where I fandangled my way into getting Snoop's drum gun. I thought I was about to be ended, but I managed to absolutely demolish these bastards coming after me. I had no heals, however, so I died in the storm. Game 65, I killed the only guy in Salty. I got Snoop's drum gun. We got ambushed at the dog pound, where I absolutely iced all of them. And they were carrying Ice Spice's mythics. And then we got killed. Game 66. Game 67, I accidentally jumped far too early, and then I died immediately. I saw Wicked before playing Game 68. I also had the worst drop of my life, so I managed to drive to Crackshot's cabin. I looted up in there, got some alright loot, and then I died at the dog pound. Another bad drop for the next game, where I again died at the dog pound, but it's fine because the person who killed me died immediately after. Guess what happened in Game 70? Now the next 30 games I thought I would do in no build, and at the start of Game 71 I got a crown at Spawn Island because someone left. I landed Salty and then I evacuated immediately, made my way down onto the dog pound as per usual. I managed to kill 2 people, and then I got chased down while I was on no health, and died. Game 72, I died to technological misuse. Game 73, I managed to kill Snoop because no one landed at the dog pound for some reason, so as soon as I left Salty, it was free. And then I thought, hey, if this is no build, you know, what better way to kill people than with explosives? So I killed TNTina too. I flew around in a helicopter for most of the game. I managed to kill exactly 1 person with the boom bow, and in the top 3 situation, I came 3rd. Yeah, whoop-de-doo, died again. 25 games left, can we get a stats check? Thank you. Better update those stats. Game 76, I found 2 llamas, which was a bit weird. I managed to kill 7 people before the top 5. And then I came fucking 2nd. Game 77, I got killed at the dog pound once again. Now, by game 78, I actually started going insane. It had been 48 games since I last won, which, if the average match of these games is about 6 minutes, that's like 288 minutes, which is just 4 hours of wasted time just losing. You know, there's a reason I call myself the professional loser, and, you know, this is it. This game was no different, however. I still fucking died. I had to take a break after game 79 because the fucker was left on 1 health, and that really pissed me off. Couple hours later, we're back in business for game 80, and with my new refreshed outlook, I died. Game 81, I got caught off guard and I paid the price for it. Game 82, I sniped this guy that was AFK and I stole his crown. I killed the guy who owned Snoop's drum gun. I hit this nasty snipe from a bush. Whew! I ran away a lot, I must say. That running away did me good, because now it's a 1 vs 1, and I have to admit I was shaking. The other guy had the mythic minigun, so I had to play it really carefully, because if I was exposed for too long and this person had good aim, I would have been done for. So I hit it with my shotgun, missed like half of my drum gun shots to get the very first victory royale in over 50 games. Woo! Game 83. I died. Game 84! I hid for most of the game, I made it to top 3, and then I did quite possibly the stupidest thing I've ever done throughout any of these games. Game 85, I killed Snoop, and then I hid. All game. And now it's a top 3. The other guy got sniped, and now it's a 1 vs 1. Now, like the last 1 vs 1, this person had the mythic minigun. Luckily for me, I still had Snoop, so I sent him on a death mission. I managed to get inside the person's car and they tried to do the storm boost trick. However, my mind is too massive and I knew what they were doing, so I hopped out the car, hit him with my shotgun, sprayed him with a drum gun to get the victory royale. Oh, it feels good to get wins again. It's been far too long. Game 86 was ranked no build and I died a doggy death. Game 87 I saw 11 juice worlds on Spawn Island and then I got killed by one of them. Game 88 I killed the dog owner, I killed another with a puppy, and then I hid for the rest of the game. And then I got shot through the vent. How is this possible? It's a 1 vs 1 in game 89. Never mind. I genuinely think this shockwave launcher has been the cause of my death every time I've picked it up. I hid all game again in game 90, and now it's the top 5. I used Snoop to distract a few unsuspecting folk, and then I killed them. And now it's a 1 vs 1. The other person is I Spy's his grappler. Now a lot of people say it's good because it's got infinite like grapples, but I disagree because every time you use it, it puts ice on your feet, which slides you around everywhere, so you have to grapple constantly to maintain position, which was ultimately the downfall for this player, allowing me to spray them in the face with a minigun to get the win. Thank you. Game 91, I played with Jace.
Hello.
Cheer up, mate. Now this video is getting pretty long, so let's speed things up. We killed Snoop, we made the reels get riskier, we unlazied the lake, we managed to take out not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 people to get the victory royale. Game 92, dead. Game 93, dead. Game 94, dead. Game 95, we won! Yippee! I'm by myself again for game 96, where I died. Game 97. It was all going down at Retail Row in game 98. Snoop and I were still alive and kicking, watching it all happen from our little humble abode, and now it's top 3. One person started coming on me, but it's okay, because I quickly ended their life subscription. And now it's a 1 vs 1, and I still have Snoop. Now this Juice World tried to kill my little Snoop here, and I wasn't having any of it, so I grappled on over, boogied the shit out of him, where I sprayed him down with my drum gun to get that victory royale. Game 99 was a tragedy from the start, and it quickly resulted in my death. Game 100. We finally made it. Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. I landed in the crack house for game 100. I had a sniper as my only weapon, but it's all I needed to no-scope the life out of this little shit. Truly don't know how I did that. Escaping with max shields and no health, I noticed that while the dog pound had been taken, the grotto had not. So, using the doggy rift, I made my way down to Eminem's humble abode. I managed to take out the only guy that was in there, and Eminem too. I picked up the minigun, unlocked the vault, and then my game crashed. I know, Zendaya. I know. And that's it for the 100 drops, Fortnite fans. I hope you enjoyed watching me die, or at the very least learning what not to do. Here's the stats after all 100 games. Make sure you don't miss the next video by subscribing right now. It's free. Make sure to check out the video that inspired this series and Luke the Notable in general. He's pretty cool. Thank you all for watching. Stay notable.